The holidays are here, and with that comes the spirit of connection and joy and generosity. But below all of that lurks the ugly face of consumerism that threatens to ruin the entire season. Consumerism is basically the idea that your happiness, your satisfaction is based on your possessions, on the things that you buy. And I think deep down we all know that that's not true. But yet, we seem to fall prey to that every year around Black Friday and all of the other sales that happen in this season. And so today I just want to talk about a few things that we could do to be a little bit more mindful and aware of the way that we spend our money this season. But listen, I'm definitely going to participate in Black Friday. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but what I am saying is that there are things that we can all do to be a little bit more mindful in the way that we participate in society as a consumer. And I wanted to share some of the insights that I have as a digital marketer. I've worked in marketing for 10 years, and some of those were in the outdoor industry. And so chances are that if you're watching this video, I've targeted you with my advertising. If you clicked on this video, you're probably more aware than most about advertising and the way that we can be manipulated. We as marketers, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to hijack your emotions and create a false sense of scarcity with these sales that we do in order to make you feel like you need to buy something that you don't really need. And one of the tactics that marketers use in order to emotionally manipulate us is FOMO, fear of missing out. We create a false sense of scarcity to make it feel like you need to buy the product. And that sense of scarcity that we feel, I would argue, is almost evolutionarily baked into who we are. And so I want to give 3 tips for things that I'm going to do to help me be more mindful as I participate in these sales and in the holiday season. The first one is, repeat after me, I don't need that. Every time you get an email or you see an ad as you're scrolling through social media, tell yourself, I don't need that. Because chances are the gear that you have is perfectly fine. And so when you tell yourself that you don't need whatever it is, you're in a sense practicing gratitude. And I know practicing gratitude, that sounds so cliche, but when you tell yourself you don't need something and you're grateful for what you have, the pull of consumerism becomes so much weaker. And like I said, I know that's cliche, but I really feel that that has helped me not be so impulsive with the way that I spend my money. Let's say there are things that you know you don't need but you really want. And so that leads me to my second point, which is to buy gear or other things that inspire you. Consumerism wants to tell us that the things that we buy are the key to our happiness. I want you to think about something that you've bought recently that you really like, and I would be willing to bet that whatever you bought did not make you happy. It was a means to an end. The thing that you bought allowed you to do something that made you happy, whether that was to make memories or spend time with people that you love or to experience something new or something amazing. And so as you approach Black Friday and any other holiday sales and you're looking at things, buy gear, buy whatever that inspires you to do something new, to experience something, because consumerism tells you that your happiness is based on what you own, what you buy, but that's not true. And that leads me to my third point, which is stick to your list. Create a list going into this and stick to it. That sounds so simple, but like I've said a couple times already, marketers are depending on you acting impulsively, putting something in front of you that you don't need, creating a sense of scarcity that makes you feel like you need to buy it. But if you have a list of things that you want or things that you need and you stick to it, I think that you'll spend less money and be happier with the money that you do spend. Because honestly, that's what I'm trying to do with this. I am not an expert. I'm not an economist. I am a marketer, but I'm just like anyone else. And what I want to do this season is spend less money and be happier with the money that I spend, knowing that I wasn't manipulated into buying something out of a false sense of scarcity, because that's what, unfortunately, our society does, is it creates a false sense of scarcity so that we consume more, and then as we consume more, it creates real scarcity. We overconsume when we don't really need most of the stuff that we buy. And I just want to be a little bit more aware about that, and I assume that if you clicked on this video, you also want to be a little bit more conscious and mindful about the way that you spend money this season. So anyways, if this was helpful or interesting or thought-provoking, I hope it was, but have, a good holiday, and I hope you stick around, and I'll catch you in the next video.